All right, okay, we'll start. Okay, so warm welcome to everyone. This is a clarification session about your involvement in the Kindred Spirit Series Virtual Challenge as potential sponsors. So before we go into the nature of the sponsorship as well as addressing any questions that you may have, I'll just give you a very quick overview on what this event is about. So we are from Club Zoom. So Club Zoom is 9 years old. So we have got our annual event, which is called the Kindred Spirit Series Track and Field Meet. So this year will be the 7th year that we are organizing this. However, because of COVID-19, we are not able to organize our track and field meet as per normal in the stadiums. So instead, what we want to do is to continue to promote physical health, to promote as well as to provide opportunities for individuals to continue to compete. So that's why we've came up with this virtual challenge, which will be an online version comprising different challenges for different age groups. So this actually is just basically what the website is about. And essentially, what we have is a series of different challenges. So this will be a global event that will take place from the 5th to the 24th of July for the preliminary rounds. And we will have the finals on the 1st and the 2nd of August. All right, so let me just go through a little bit on what the categories are. So we have 6 categories. The first category is the kids category. So this category is will be for children who are aged between 5 to 11. So what they are supposed to do is they will be doing a challenge, which we have got some example over here. So this is a challenge that they will be doing, and they will submit their challenge online, right? So let me just show you roughly what the challenge is about. Okay, so this is the demonstration. All right, so they'll be doing something that requires them to challenge their agility, balance, and coordination
at every point.
All right, so this is what the kids will do.
East, south.
So there will be 3 subcategories. There will be 3 subcategories for the kids. It will be 5 to 6 years old, and there will be 7 to 8 years old, as well as 9 to 11 years old. The reason being that kids have got different development for these different age groups, right? So that's for the kids category. Now, the next category that we will be having is the youth category. So the youth category is organized in collaboration with Urban Steps, which we have our 2 representatives here. So essentially, to cut a long story short, the youth category is catered to individuals between the age of 12 to 17 years old. They will carry out a dance. All right, so, okay, let me just go to the page. Okay, so they will carry out a dance which will be somewhat similar to a demonstration video, which is actually on this page. And then they will post their video online, and then this will be judged by professional judges under the supervision of Urban Steps. Right, so this is for the youth category. And moving on, we also have the polite category. So the polite category is catered for individuals individuals who are enrolled students in the polytechnics and ITE. So we have come up with this category because of the fact that all the polite events have been cancelled, right? So next year, then they can probably go back to the stadiums and compete. So we are providing them with this opportunity for all the different polytechnics and ITE to come out and compete against one another. So the challenge that they'll be doing is similar to what is in the uniformed category. So the uniform category will be for all individuals who are working in the uniform services in Singapore. So let me just roughly show you what's the challenge like for the polite category. Okay, so the polite category will be a little bit more, it'll be a little bit more siong lah than the teens, than the youth and the kids category. Why? Because this is very competitive. So the type of challenge that we are going to have will be something that is that includes, if you can see what Chanping here is doing, it will include power. It will also include quite a fair bit of muscular endurance as well. So basically, you'll do something like this, burpee push-up, and then as you jump up, you will have to kick your front leg to the chest and your back leg to the butt. Right? So this is what you got to do, and then you got to do as many as possible within 1 minute. All right, and then you submit your video within the due date, right? So that challenge will be both for the polite category as well as the uniform category. And for the open category that comes next, this will involve individuals who are between the ages of 18 to 54. So this is a very open category. And what they will do in the open category, which I will just roughly show you, it will also be a challenge that is somewhat similar to the kids category, and this is demonstrated by Coach Wei Sin over here. So basically, what you do is you also have the 4 different markers on the floor, and you will jump, and then you will do this position. All right. So essentially, that's what you got to do, and you need to perform proper reps and do this as many times as possible within 1 minute. All right, so that's for the open category. Last but not least, I'll just introduce you to the seniors category. So the seniors category is for individuals who are 55 years old and above. So we have got one of our athletes who is 67 years old, Martin, to demonstrate this. So essentially what they are going to do is they are going to do 45-second sit to stand. All right, so this will be for the seniors category, and you will see how many repetitions can be done, proper repetitions within this period. So what we have here is we have all of these categories. We have different challenges. The challenges will need to be done between 5th of July to 24th of July, and then they will be uploaded into the respective social media according to what we have specified. And on the 25th rather, that's where we will judge. So let me just go back to this. On the 25th, that's where we will have all the judges gather, and then we will judge the event. And on the 27th is when we will announce the finalists. So the finalists will then proceed to the finals, which is on the 1st and 2nd of August. So what the finals will be is that it will be a live stream event. It will be a very fun event because we will have all of the competitors coming in to compete in something which they will not know beforehand. So we are not going to reveal what's going to happen, but they will come and they will compete. So on the 1st August, we will have the finals for the kids, the youth, and the polite. And on the 2nd of August, we will have the uniformed, open, and seniors. So we have it over 2 days. Each of the days, we will involve the audience in some of the voting. So there will be some components where audience participation will be will come into play. And this is also where during the finals, we will also have opportunity to advertise your different companies. We will have the MC to read out or to show some of the details pertaining to your respective companies. We will also have advertisement segments where we will also show the advertisements for your different companies. And we will also have the different companies. We will give you the opportunity to have a photo taken with the VVIP, right? Which is the guest of honor for both days, right? So for both days, we have got very important persons coming in as VVIPs. So that's essentially what will happen. You will also be involved in the grand finale as well as the grand opening. And in the lead up to the finals, in the lead up to this event, we will also place all of your features of your respective companies, which is why Marina has actually requested for a few things from you. We will have advertisements on our various social media platforms, including on this website. So this website, as you can see, we have got some logos here. So we will put up the logos for all of your companies, and we will also put up features on all of our Instagram, Facebook, as well as our TikTok accounts. All right, so that's how we will help to promote your company. And also, during the price presentation, of course, we will also announce what the prizes are and from which companies they are from. Right? So that's in a nutshell what the event is about. And I would like to just open up to the floor to ask whether you have any questions for me on this matter. All right. So do we have any questions?
Yes, this is Miguel from Urban Steps.
Yes.
I just want to understand more on the, you mentioned the live event, right, towards the end.
Okay.
So how is that being coordinated? I mean, having said that now, you know, social distancing and all that is in place. Can you just give a brief?
Okay. So let me just roughly explain how the finals is going to take place. So the finals, we will be working with ITE to house the core committee, as well as the technicians and a few other GOH and so on. They will be housed at different locations in ITE. All right. So the event is going to be live streamed. It's not going to be a physical event taking place at the stadium. All the participants will do the challenges online. So we will have a Zoom room where they will come in, and then at their respective appointed period, they will do the challenges. All right, so that's how it's going to be done. And how we will also arrange for the photo with the GOH. We will give you two options, right? So we will reach out to to all of the sponsors. We will give you two options. If you would like to be present at ITE to be to have a photo with the VIP, we will arrange for that. However, if you're not comfortable with being on campus at ITE, then what we will do is that we will arrange for this photo to be taking place on Zoom. So we will arrange for an online you will take a photo next to the VIP. So that's what we will do. Right? So does that explain roughly, does that answer your question, Miguel?
Yes, thank you.
All right. Okay, another thing I also forgot to mention just now, all of the sponsors will also be given a special certificate which will be signed by the VIP, preferably, and also the club president. Okay, so that's something else that we will also provide to all of the sponsors at the end of the event. So we will present this to you. It can either take place online, or we can make the arrangements if you hope to be there. We can also make the arrangements for you to do it in person. All right. Yes, I think Marius, I think you raised your hand. Would you like to ask something? Yes, sir.
Who's the VIP? Who's the VVIP?
And Coach Tan, can we review?
After GE what? Today
After GE, okay.
Tomorrow after
we will
result,
review. Yeah, we will review after the GE. Okay.
After why you never happen.
Yeah. Although it is more or less confirmed, but we cannot say anything can happen. So I think after the GE, then we will review to all the sponsors who the VVIPs are. All right. Yeah, but not to worry. They are certainly going to be important persons. Mike, yes, you had a question.
Yes, I have two questions.
Sure.
The first question is, the benefit for the sponsors, is it the same for all sponsors, or it depends on the amount, the value of the sponsorship that given to the events? For example, advertisement times, or the length for the advertisement for all sponsors is the same, or is different, depends on the value of the sponsorship. And the second question is, how so far, how's the response and the registration of the participant for the event? And what is the marketing channel that the organizer already do to promote the events until now so far?
Okay, so I'll address your three questions.
Can I
Okay,
answer
Ken.
first?
Okay, Ken, you address that, huh?
Okay. Very important. The reason actually we didn't want actually for Kindred Spirit, what happened is in in April, we are supposed to collaborate with Active SG. The original plan was to have, just to let you know a little bit of background, this year supposed to be a super skill event, supposed to be held at Choa Chu Kang Stadium in August, and in September, supposed to be Kindred Spirit in Darwin, Australia. Actually, the giant Darwin, Australia wanted to, they actually put in budget and it's supposed to have an overseas event. And of course, for Club Zoom, it's a first, it's an achievement because never happened before for a club to host in Australia. So a lot of expectation was actually put in for this event. Unfortunately, this COVID hit us. Nevertheless, what happened is the last 2 months, okay, this was a very last minute request that we organize this virtual because number one, the athletes' morale is going down, okay. So I started this initiative to start, since everyone is no training and stuff like that, so we started training first, was the first intention. Then later part, more world-class coaches came in and support, as you can see in my Facebook and stuff like that. To this day, there's still a lot of coaches around the world came in and support. Just over 2 weeks ago, the World Athletics Federation featured our, in this case, our initiative. They said that's a good move. Because of this good move, and athletes, this entire year there's no competition. So the management decide two things we actually want to achieve. Number one is to rally the spirit. Okay, everyone is trying to fight back already. They are trying to exercise, which is a good thing. Second thing is at least we provide this competition for them. And of course, number three is outreach for the club. And the number four is the most important of all, which is exactly what you mentioned about businesses. I'm also into businesses. All of us are badly hit. Okay, so the objective of this, if you come from the other point, we are trying to rally high participation rate, high viewership. Businesses, we understand everyone constrained. So we have told all our businesses, even if you just donate $50, it's okay. It doesn't matter. We will keep it confidential because this is the time we have to help all businesses out there. You don't need to compare, give more, give less. This is not the time to say, hey, I need more. This is or need less. So indirectly we are doing CSR for the community. We are rallying the athletes. We are helping all our businesses. We need to give everybody the lift so that all of us, can of course feature in our program and stuff like that. And I just also want to, the second question I want to add on, Amin is here. Amin is doing arrangement for me and Aaron Chen and stuff like that. We will go to India to outreach to school over there. Am I right, Amin? Yeah, so you invite us, you'll be going down there and talk to the community and hope that we increase participation rate. And yesterday, I talked to the Philippine side. The Philippine side actually sponsored. At the same time, they actually want to do outreach for our Philippine community around ASEAN, and at the same time back to Philippines. So let's say later part when I feature Amin, when I featured Philippines, I can assure you more will join in. It will become a movement. Everybody will participate because, like I said, everywhere out there also need help. But of course, sponsorship is limited to Singapore. Okay, like I said, at this moment we only limited to Singapore. You cannot open up to the whole world. The sponsorship will never end. Priority is on our local company. So that is the first objective. Okay, so that will, like I say, then coming back to virtual, because this is our first time hosting virtual competition. So if let's say you go back to stadium, I can upfront tell you, maybe 2,000, 3,000 participants because we have the confidence. But within a short time, I also seek sponsorship understanding. This is our first time trying out virtual thing. I roughly have a few. If let's say we have 1,000, anything cross 1,000 entry, we are happy. Anything more is a bonus because what I'm more interested is viewership. Viewership, just for your info, the moment we publish over the weekend, we have statistics that within 3 or 4 days, it shoot up to 45,000 viewership. People actually go to our website, go to our Facebook and take a look what is going on. So the number of clicks actually shoot up. And can you imagine now the whole community start to share, Philippines also share, India also share, I mean, even all the way to Jamaica also share. So I'm quite sure the viewership will go as high as possible, including the Singapore community. ITE will publish, I think, within this week. RP as well.
RP also,
Nanyang Poly also came in as ready. So quite all the big guns are there. And people also, I also want to, of course, I got happy news for you all. Will never end from Kindred version 1.0. Kindred 2.0, Bishan, Toa Payoh, GRC. Next year, 7 events. We already lined up 7 events next year. So not just virtual, but of course, if the stadium, everything is back, there will be a lot of events falling up.
Yep.
Am I right to say that it's cool for all of us? Yeah. So we are going to run a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon journey. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So to add on to what Coach Tan has mentioned, do take note that we are in this also because we want to help the different industries, especially those of you who are affected by the COVID-19 situation. So we want to provide this opportunity for you to join us in this event and increase the exposure. So in addition to what Coach Tan mentioned, we also have got a few international athletes who also endorse our event. So one of this is actually Tyree S. Washington. So this is the guy. So we actually had a radio interview with him last weekend. So we do have endorsements from sports personalities, international as well as local. So locally, we have quite a number of athletes who are actually influencers under our club as well, like Kirsten and so on. So they will also help us to promote in their social media because they have got very high viewership. So one thing is to assure all of you that we will have quite a large reach in terms of our social media, but beyond social media on our part, also the social media from our partners, from our international and local partners, as well as the influencers who are also helping us. And in addition to that, we also hope to gain traction from our various partnerships with the different countries, right? So yes, so that I hope that answers your question, Mai. Anything else?
Yeah, thank you so much for your very detailed and all the good updating information. Yes. So because in return we would like to know how us can help to promote more for the event from our side also. Yes. So and then about because like Be More Fitness is a very early and very small company for now, so that's why the value that we can sponsor also very small.
Don't worry.
We can only cover one category only, and we already expect in this area. Yeah, so that's why this is our concern. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we're glad.
Can I just add one important point? Aaron, we forgot about the Meta challenge.
Yeah, correct. I was going to talk about that too.
Yes.
You want me to explain about that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's another event that we are also doing for this in collaboration with Singapore Children's Society. So this will take place concurrently with the Kindred Spirits Virtual Challenge 2020, and we will be cross-publicizing our respective events. So just to explain a little bit on what the Metal Challenge is, it is actually an event where different persons in Singapore who are in the CrossFit community, as well as very fit people, they will take on the challenge to do as many burpees as possible within 1 minute. And then what will happen is that they will each of this, they will get their followers, they will get their friends to pledge a certain amount for every burpee that they do. So for example, if let's say Maya, you take part, right? Then you pledge that you want to do maybe say 50 burpees in 1 minute. And then you have got Josephine, who is your friend, who pledges to give you $2 for every burpee. So that's what will happen. You do 50 burpees in 1 minute, you will get $100, which will be donated to the Singapore Children's Society. All right. So that is the other event that we are also doing concurrently. This is for the purpose of CSR, right, and also to give back to the community. So this is also something that you will also be involved as sponsors for this event, right? Because we will announce the metal challenge results. We will allocate a slot for it on the finals day, right? So this will also help to enhance the viewership, and it also helps to add on a community service angle to this competition as well. We are not just doing this to promote fitness for people who are already very fit, but we're also doing something else for the society. All right, so I hope that addresses this. Sorry, Marius, you had you have another question? Your hand is up.
No, it was a previous one. So
okay, no problem.
To lower it.
It's okay, thanks. Yeah, I've lowered it already, thanks. Okay, right, so any other questions from anyone here?
I just want to, sorry.
Sure. Yes, Mr. Amit, please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm completely agree with Mr. Tan. What he said is, I'm completely agree. And definitely, in this COVID situation, it's the right stance he has taken, the online this thing, and this will definitely boost some kind of spirit in the students. So I'm looking for that. Basically, this is the first time you are doing, and I would like to have same kind of thing in India. So maybe if it is true in Singapore, then definitely we'll go for that, and you also will get benefited for in there. So that's the pure intention, wherein we can have such kind of activities, share the things, because I have got very good connections in the schools, colleges. So we can have such kind of activities in a large scale, because Singapore is a very small, because Singapore itself is a part like India, it's a Mumbai area only, wherein. So India is almost 130 crores. So you can just imagine how big event it can be, we can arrange. So we have to think in that fashion. But for that, first we have to, your first this webinar or this complete spirits activities will go through, then definitely will come up with some new ideas. We have to do such kind of additions, deletions, whatever may be, that we can do it, and we can go ahead with in India. I think so. So that's a good thing. And another thing is, it's not only about only the sporting activities. When you are saying about the sponsorship, then sponsorship is kind of not only about some kind of amount. It can be a various kind of things. If you can arrange some kind of short trips to them, short gifts to them, or some kind of other activities also there, so that you can arrange internally in the Singapore as well. So they will also get happy. Not just spending some amount or just giving some trophy, that doesn't make any that kind of thing. But if you take them from one place to another, show something and give some good thought process, so that one kind of achievement to them as well. So you can think in that fashion as well. So I'm just giving some short inputs wherein you can have some better vision in your future. This thing. So that's all from my side.
Let's work together. Let's make it a worldwide movement, and we are happy to work with you on the India wing of this event. Yeah, we'll be happy, and I think all of the sponsors here, I think there's some online element to your services as well, so we can probably engage you for that event as well.
Yes, if anything you want me to participate, you can just let me know. Right now in the sponsorship kind of thing, it is not possible right now, but definitely some kind of activity you want me to arrange from India, or some kind of if we have some kind of, see, for example, for kinder category, youth category, you have some kind of activities arranged up. So in that particular this thing, if you want my support in that, then definitely I am there. So I'll get the information as well. So that kind of information, if I'm getting right now, so when we do in India, that will help a lot. So
Sure.
just keep in mind.
Sure. Thanks a lot. And maybe yeah, sorry, Coach Tan. Yeah.
Len Lee, are you there? Len Lee? Unmute yourself. Yeah.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Len Lee, actually, you're my ambassador for JB, Johor.
No,
So I think this is a good time to also expand to Johor.
Not in Johor. The whole Malaysia.
Yeah, the whole of Malaysia. Can you be the representative of Malaysia?
Yes.
So I think we capitalize on this event and outreach to all the Malaysia.
Yes.
Especially the more important is our neighbor next door, Johor, because I think that's a good one. Yeah.
I may be able to name out the minister in KL, but I don't mention who yet. Yeah. So anyway, regarding about the Nova Cruise, the video for the advertisement, what is the length, the minutes, how many minutes?
I'll address that question. We are not very particular, so we will invite any advertisement or any video that you have. Even if you just have got an EDM, that's fine. We will just adapt it to our social media lah. But I think maybe something about not more than a minute, because people's attention span will not be very long. So about a quick 1 minute video will be good.
Okay, that's fine. Then the banner for the advertisement in ITE, what's the size?
Yeah, sorry, Coach, you want to say?
The event itself, because due to budget, I think we will do more on the virtual banner.
Okay.
Consists of all the sponsorship. Then the event itself, because we just put a Club Zoom, one universal banner. Because we have about 30 to 40 sponsors. I don't think we can squeeze into the banner. That's my opinion.
But please be assured that all of the sponsors' logos will be on the event backdrop, and the event is going to be a live stream virtual event, so therefore it's going to be a virtual backdrop, not the printed one. So we save money. We don't need to incur costs, but at the same time, the coverage is still just as good, right? Because this is going throughout the world.
So I will drop up the PDF form and email to Jason or to you, Mr. Tan.
To the email.
To Marina,
Marina.
May I know which email is it?
The one that they replied to you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay, I will drop out as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Miguel, sorry, I saw you raised your hand. Do you have a question, Miguel?
Yes, I just want to understand how this network can connect with the sponsors in the future. So is there going to be like a follow-up collaboration meeting, or can we, reach out to the other sponsors on our own for, any kind of collaboration? Just like to understand that.
Actually, on that day, on the final day, you all will be invited. So prepare your name card and start exchanging. And I normally, in this way, I will not, at this moment, we will not bring in too many sponsors. So probably, I think 40, 50, I think is a lot already. So we probably say, maybe just manage this number first, because there's another event coming up in November, Kindred version 2.0, Bishan, Toa Payoh, GRC. Maybe we are looking at 10,000 people participation just for that GRC alone. Yeah.
But I think, Miguel, your question was on whether you can work with the other sponsors, right? So this goes back to our aim in this event. We also hope to help all of the businesses. So we also welcome you to collaborate with one another. So that's fine, because that is part of our aim too. So you can you can work with BMO and friends to promote some child-friendly dance competitions. Maybe we are open to that. No problem. Yeah.
Fantastic. Good to hear that.
Yeah. Any more questions from anyone?
My ultimate dream is 10 years down the road. Let's aim for the sports hub, full house, 60,000 people.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate dream of all sports. Yeah.
Which one you want to mention about the World Indoor Tug of War?
Oh, yeah.
Which will be that one will be at Sports Hub, right?
Yeah, correct. Because I hold many portfolio. So 2022 we won the World Tug of War Championship in Singapore, and of course Tug of War, of course, it is the uniform group MINDEF. MINDEF is definitely involved. So the Home United, the what's that, prison and stuff like that. So normally it's a uniform group. However, I give the first cut to all my sponsors here. Just get fit to be involved in Tug of War. Actually, there's a meaning called pull string. We call it pull string. You know what I mean? So it's just novelty event. Come out your own Tug of War. Just have fun taking part at just the general fitness. After the event, imagine there will be 100 over sponsors. And then of course all the in-depth connection and stuff like that. You know where I'm coming from. And plus all the schools and stuff like that. So this is where we pull string for everybody.
Yeah. So all of you can be involved in this event as well. Even those of you who are involved in childcare related products, we can even have a children preschool section, right? So that doesn't stop you from being involved too. So that's why the possibilities of working are endless lah. So this Kindred Spirits event is just one of our many events. We also have got our yearly event, which we hope to resume next year. Our yearly on-site event, that's something else we also hope to do. And then also we are also working with Urban Steps on another event, which is called the Next Hit Maker. So that's another possibility for us to collaborate as well. So we have many different events. So we invite all of us to work together.
Yeah. Correct.
Right. Okay. Any more questions from anyone? Luther, any questions? No? Okay, great. Are you all set to? You can also take part in the competition. Oh, mine is taking part, right? Mine. So so we also encourage, right? In addition to your sponsorship, we also welcome all of you, as well as to ask your friends to also take part in the competition. It costs nothing; it's free of charge, right? So just take part for the fun of it, right? So we welcome all of you to do it. Even our coaches from Philippines also signed up, correct? William? Yeah. So yeah, Josephine also should take part. Ask all the staff at IMH, CEO also take part. Okay.
Can I just add one more thing? I think this one is a little bit very my heartbeat because these few months you'll be surprised. I mean, as coach, I saw my athletes. I saw my athletes from young to old. They actually quietly text me in the middle of 4 a.m. Depression actually shoot up. So this is a good time. We have to do something to help the community. Yeah, we have to really passionately go out there and say, let's help you. Okay, let's have fun, and maybe once they start enjoying this sport activity, they forget about their worry. A lot of them, I felt them because they can text me, and then of course we did some intervention with Aaron and stuff like that. So we had to be very mindful of our surrounding. We should be the ambassador. Since we are sports, we should be the ambassador to let everybody know, hey, let's come together, let's be positive, let's be the role model for everybody. And then of course they will get our positive energy, and then
that's great. Yeah, that's right, because this COVID-19 situation has led to cabin fever. So a lot of athletes, right, it's true, there are figures to show because of not being able to compete, therefore depression has actually soared. Maybe Miss Josephine can actually verify this, but it is true. So that's why we are coming out with this competition as well, to keep them active. and also to keep the spirit of competition going. So in doing so, we are also targeting not just the physical health, but the mental health as well. Right, so that's something else you also
support us in all the event, find ways to help us. Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, because your products and your services will also benefit by being involved in this, you see. So we also want to help you to have this opportunity to grow as a business, because your success is our success too. Correct, Coach Khan?
Correct.
Yes. Okay. Any last questions? Maybe I will stop the recording. So I'm here to talk a little bit about the Kindred Spirit Series Virtual Challenge 2020 and what is in store in this competition. And later I will address any questions about what you can do as sponsors for this very meaningful event. So first up, the Kindred Spirit Series Virtual Challenge 2020 is an online event that is focused on providing an avenue for competition in sports, given the situation that's faced in the current COVID-19 restrictions, where stadiums are closed and we cannot have a normal track and field competition. So there are 6 different competition categories in this virtual challenge, which I will now go through very quickly. First, we have got the kids category. So this category is for kids from the age of 5 to 11. We have got the youth category, which is for people from the age of 12 to 17. And we also have a polite category or inter-poly ITE category, where participants are enrolled students in any of the 5 polytechnics or ITE. And we also have a uniform category, where this is open to any members of the uniformed services in Singapore. And we have an open category, which is open for individuals aged between 18 to 54. And last but not least, we have a seniors category, which is for individuals from 55 years and above. So what do they do in this competition? From the 5th of July, all the way till the 24th of July, all the participants will go to the competition website, which we will provide later. It will require the participants to do certain challenges, which will be placed on the website. And these challenges are more of physical activity challenges that will challenge different components of fitness. So they have up till the 24th of July to submit their entries, after which these entries will be judged, and we will then shortlist the finalists, which will then proceed to the final rounds. So for the final rounds, this will be a live stream event, and there will be 2 events taking place on both the 1st and the 2nd of August 2020. So the live stream event will feature the finalists as well as special guests taking part in challenges that are released to them on that day. It will be a fun and engaging event, which includes audience participation as well. So there will be a series of different activities taking place, and we will also have a number of different special guests, and we will also have features of the different sponsors during this activity. All right, so this finals will take place with VIPs, of course, on these 2 dates. So the first date, 1st of August, will feature the kids, youth, and the polite category, and the second day will feature the uniform, open, and seniors category. So all of the finalists will also be judged, and they will stand to win very attractive prizes at the end of the competition. So in a nutshell, that's what this competition is about, and I would welcome any questions from anyone. So any questions?
Hi, Aaron. I would like to find out what are the benefits for sponsorship?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So for sponsors, we will first of all have their sponsors logo featured on the website, as well as all of the social media. So minimally, that is what will happen. Secondly, in the lead up to the event, we will also have dedicated social media posts for each and every sponsors. that come into this competition to support us. Regardless of the amount of prizes that are sponsored, we will have dedicated social media posts in the lead up in all of our social media, which includes Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And we will also, during the finals, we will have features that take place during the competition. In between, we will have advertisement slots for the different sponsors. And the MCs will also constantly mention the sponsors during the competition. So this would be something which we would be able to give you quite a wide coverage. And of course, we are targeting a very large number of participants in this activity, in the preliminary rounds as well as the finals. So this is what we will do for the sponsors at the bare minimum. All right?
Aaron?
Yes, sir.
As sponsor, I'm actually not very sure what I need to submit. Can you just brief me? Because I'm very busy.
Sure, no problem. Okay, so what do sponsors need to provide? Very simple. First and foremost, we will need a high resolution logo of your company. That's the first thing. And the next thing is, if you could provide us with a short write-up about your company, about the services that you provide, and we will be able to help you to generate a social media post. And if you have an existing advertisement on hand in the form of a video, in the form of an interactive post, feel free to send it to us, because that's what we will also use for our social media. All right, of course with your consent as well. And last but not least, do also provide us with a proposal of what you also intend to sponsor. All right, so our colleague, Miss Marina, will be in contact with the sponsors through email. So please feel free to respond to her email with all of these items that she has requested for.
Okay, then the next question is, do I need to format for you, or I just send you format for me?
Okay, so what I would suggest is feel free to provide us in any format that you have done it before. If you have any social media posts, you can just send it to us. If not, we will format it according to the social media for you.
Okay, so can I check, Miss Marina, have you actually sent out to us already?
Sorry. Yeah, under the BNI group, all the emails already been sent out to them.
Okay, let me check again. Okay, so Aaron, I don't have any video. Can I just send a write-up?
Of course, no problem. So you can send a write-up, and we can, with some pictures of your company, with your company logo, and we will help you to format the post.
Okay,
no problem.
That's very, very helpful.
All right. Okay.
Do we need to
just one more.
attend the finals?
Okay. So thank you for asking that question. So what we will do is, we understand that there are certain social safe distancing regulations that are currently on hand. The finals will be held at ITE. So what we will do is that we will also ask the sponsors whether they are keen to attend the event on site as well. After which we will then make the necessary arrangements. So we will give you two options. Either you can attend the event on site, or you can actually attend the event virtually. But all sponsors, we will give you the chance to have a photo taken either on site or virtually in Zoom with the VIP. And the VIP will also acknowledge the different sponsors. And we will also provide a certificate for all of the sponsors to acknowledge your participation as well as your support for our event.
Okay.
So,
I think we are all quite eager to join physically, but we are still quite concerned about the safe distancing and what is the SOP. Maybe you can also advise us at a later date.
Sure, no problem. We will provide you with the details accordingly. So as I mentioned, if there are still concerns about being available on site, not to worry, we can still do an online version as well. All right, so thank you very much for your questions.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, any further questions? If not, Coach Tan, you have any final things to add on?
Okay, so let's look forward for this event. This event is for the community, for all the business associate. I think it's a good time for us to celebrate this occasion together to fight COVID-19 as a whole community together. So we look forward to see you on August the 1st and the 2nd. See you.
Okay, thank you very much.